born in the year of the Yin Metal Rooster, and Rooster is the spire who aspires. I can inspire better than you, the fortunate one, the ones who confidence and all about the honor and all about bravery and goodness and have the courage. And so these people here, know what I mean, friendly, pleasant, they are knowledgeable, they love to research and dissect, they flamboyant, you know what I mean, they're hard workers and they possess wisdom. And this wisdom, they take life as it comes, so they're practical and they keep their attitudes relaxed. They are naturally independent and they rely on none but themselves for moral support or righteous support and solutions to their problems. And these people here, they are enthusiastic. They are very entertaining, so they are the performers. You know what I mean? They're loyal, but they're capable. They're very giving and generous, and they're very cultivated, and they are the people who always feel they have a duty, an obligation to do. And for all their bluff and bravery, in reality, the Roosters, they are very sensitive and vulnerable people. And so flattery and criticism just could be a part of their nature. And it's a known fact that they love to read. And like I say, they're very knowledgeable people. So they're a great judge of character. So they would rather be judged on their appearance than their intelligence. Some of them anyway. Some of them, they like to be judged by their intellect. So it depends on who. But these people are intuitive naturally. So their sixth sense of intuition speaks. And they can use words as a weapon because you got to understand deal with the metal. The metal deal with the word. And so they can either use it as gold or they can use it to criticize and chop down people. And so we talking about the Rooster year people. These people experience both joy and sorrows that life has to offer. And so emotional stability is very important to them because they can go to the screen the way they do things. They could be the ones who be bragging and boastful and argumentative and feel superior on the downside. And they could be the ones who vulnerable on the downside, very arrogant on the downside, and very vain on the downside, and very critical on the downside. But overall, they're some good people if they ain't on the downside. See what I'm saying? The people who have good memory, they're very charming. They'll charm you. Yes, because they're very entertaining. They know how to put on a performance. And they definitely like the performance of the opposite sex. If this is a man rooster, he likes the woman. If this is the woman rooster, she likes the man. So that being said, the opposite sex. And they can be jealous of their rivals and stuff like that. So watch out for that. And so tendency to brag, they're very social, they're very communicative. And so they could be secretly a jealous person. And so watch out for that. But they also could be the ones with great stories. So they need some great storytellers too. And they have a great sense of humor, a witty sense of humor. The Roosters, they're very adaptable and they can feel at home anywhere. So although they have expensive furniture, but it was like to be simple in design. I mean, and they create a peaceful and comfortable home life environment. And so these people here are very clean and order. They like clean. They like to be clean. They have everything in order in their home. And so they are the neat freaks. And so yes, you can succeed in anything that deals with self-confidence and charisma because they got that. Any profession that deals with that, like the media and public relations and social media and broadcasting. They could be a salesperson, a sales director, a TV anchor. I mean, they could be an actor because they're a good performer. They could be the one who are a teacher, definitely a teacher, anything that deal with surgeon, anything that deal with a dentist, even a security guard, a warrior-like spirit, because they deal with the honor. They like to be honored. And so, yes. And so these people could be writers and journalism and all of that. Also waiters and stuff like that. So they got many gifts and skills. Their motto is they apply what they know. They apply their knowledge, and they're very determined, and they work hard to accomplish their goals. I mean, they don't stop till they accomplish their goals. They can overwork themselves. They can work all day or all night. They love to dream and meditate of great ideas, big ideas, and philosophies. So they're good at dealing with philosophy. They're well dressed, and they're good observers. They're elegant, stylish type people, individuals, and neat freaks. Facts. They don't just like to think of something. They like to have facts to back everything and receipts. And so these people simply must speak their mind. So they truly independent spirit. And so they have a pure mind that hates hypocrites and all of that there. That hates falseness. And so they all about the truth seeking and stuff like that. You know, on the downside, they can have sarcastic and be highly critical of others, and they can focus on being perfect, so they could be a professionalist and stuff like that. And so, and also they could be the type who depressed and go to the screams, go to the screamer doing anything. They could be the one who brag and they're very suspicious, and stuff like that. They could be a ego maniac. So they could be going through maniac depression and stuff like that. They could be a sadist and a screamers and whatever they do. That's on the downside. See what I'm saying? But other than that, they got a cordial manner and they're capable of serious conversation. And you know, they read a great deal, so knowledge, any subject, they just like knowledge, they like information, they got a good memory, excellent memory, they remember things. They could quote a whole paragraph. And so that's just the rooster. A lot of stuff about them, they might be the performer, but the most stuff of their personal life is mostly revealed, especially when it comes to their family and their close friends. Other than that, I mean, the only thing you're going to know probably the entertainment or the knowledge part about them. You know what I mean? Because they don't like to be a part of any gospel session. And if anybody gospel about them, they come after them people, individual with facts. Because the roosters, you know what I mean, they're knowledgeable. So they're going to get all the details on the person and expose that person. Actually, they're very fortunate. So money will always come their way as long as they work hard, because they work hard for it. Know that the rooster people, they have little tolerance for sloppiness and for messiness, because they are neat freaks. And so, you know, their colors definitely correlates with ultraviolet purple or ultraviolet or yellow or green, stuff like that. And so, you know, these people are the flower type. They like color orange to do for them too, blue, stuff like that. That correlates with them is the number 6. Just like the sixth sense. Yeah, this what correlates with them. And so these people, you know what I'm saying, they're all about the achievement. And so, you know, they do good around October and November, mid-October, mid-November. And so the best role for them is that of a collector, accountant, a financier, because they are the hero of difficult projects, because they can be the one who carry things through. Professions that deal with a salesperson, the head of a sales manager. They could be a sales manager, and it could be the one as a high fashion hairdresser, a model, and also public relations specialist. They could deal with social media, like I say, out in the public. They could be a bodyguard, like I say, or a surgeon. So that being said, now you know about the rooster people. These are some good individuals. As long as they balance. If they're on the other side, you don't want to deal with them. And so they're good with any career, and that's in the public eye. Because they are joyful, they're amusing, they're entertaining. And they're adventurous, and they're all about the accomplishments. They get things done. So they could be an actor, they could be into the performing arts, an actress, you know what I'm saying? Also a frontline fighter. I found under this sign right here, which is the rooster, a frontline fighter who fight for you in the front line like a warrior soldier. They might be called arrogance, but you know they know themselves. They assure themselves. And they very family oriented souls. They're a good provider. You know what I mean, and wonderful to their family. So that's a good thing. And their kids, so they don't play about them. So the thing about the roosters, if they on the upside, there's some good people who inspire you, give you good advice and everything, and research and bring you the facts. So they could be the crown of the universe as long as their mind right. The roosters don't expect for their partners to know who they are when we're dealing with love, to know when to be silenced or chatty. You know what I mean? To know what mood they are in. You know what I mean? You'll do all right. Just let your partner know. You rooster people. Instead of having your partner guessing what mood you are in. You know what I mean? Don't be a workaholic because you could leave your bond with your partner out because you like to do things yourself and solve problems by yourself. You definitely a problem solver, and you definitely bring solution and come up with receipts. But you have little room for mutual support in a relationship, so be careful. And you as roosters, you bold and you confidence in bed. That it means so seductive. You're very good at that. So with this being said, you like to have fun. You socialize and you like to read, and your life could be busy. You could be a busybody. You have a busy social life, as you are agreeable and entertaining guests. I mean, so you're full of energy. So be aware. Now I'm about to go into the 5 types of rooster since I read the main energy. You know what I mean? You were born as the Earth Rooster. You were born in 1909 and 1969. You are the ambitious one, but you are the stable one. And you're very determined. You're very resourceful. Rooster. You know what I mean? You get to the root of the problem. You're definitely the problem solver. You know what I mean? You definitely are the specter, the one who are not as talkative as the other roosters. And this does not mean that you are less outspoken. That I mean, too, you'll be the most peaceful and stable and patient and enduring and just and receptive and supportive, also practical with your logical thinking. But on the downside, you're narrow-minded. You're a pessimistic person who's the saddest, and you can change your mind over and over and over. You over careful. You're stubborn, and you're lost in your thoughts, and you're lost. Period. Or confused. Now, we speak of the Metal Rooster, so we add metal on metal because you're already the Metal Rooster, and these are people who were born in 1921 and 1981. And so this is the double Metal Roosters, because this could be trouble. You know what I mean? But so most of all, you're headstrong. You're the most headstrong of all roosters. You're well organized. You know what I mean? You're great for details. You pick up detail, knowledge. You have high expectations of yourselves and others. And you could be very critical of others and those who don't live up to your standards or their standards. You know what I mean? And so you're nasty. You're not nasty restrained. So because you're a free spirit. So at times you can feel confused and ill with yourself. So watch out for that. And you seek out solitude so you can regain your inner peace and harmony. You a visionary rooster, you can prophesize because roosters already intuitive and have a sixth sense, a psychic sense where they can read people, understand things, they can read the energy. They deal with energy and the vibration. And so you are the one who inspire people, and you're very determined and very loving and compassionate. You could be very compassionate, but most of all, you're very protective of those you love, and you prosperous. So with it being said, you have that strength it takes to win in all areas. But on the downside, you're homesick, you're self-righteous, you're single-minded, you're know-it-all. You can be a sadist, opinionated, and harsh, and inflexible. And those who are the Water Rooster, and you are born in 1933 and 1993. And if you're born in 1933 and 1993, you are the one who had the clear thinking, the clear thoughts. That I mean, and you're very intellectual. That I mean, you're very capable and adaptable people, and you highly intelligent and an expert in many fields. And you less authority than others, but you gain support by your persuasion rather than by intimidation. So that means that you don't use trickery. That means you mostly persuade them through your facts and through your evidence to anything, or through your tongue, more than intimidation. You don't use fear. So that being said, you are definitely a powerful person, and very caring and nurturing, and you understand. You understand more than anything. You know what I mean? So it's I know when it comes to you, you're gentle, you're flexible, and you don't like confrontation. You're very persuasive, and you express yourself. You're a creative artist, so this makes you a good performer. You know, at the arts and probably music and things like that. But on the downside, you know what I mean? You can be very stressed out, nervous, oversensitive, manipulative. You can be very fearful too now and stressed out. You know what I mean? Don't just stay on the upside. You never have to worry about the downside. You can be illogical and over imaginative and very dependent on people, places, and things, and very passionate, aggressive. Very sensitive, so you have a deep sixth sense because you can feel energy. You sense energy. You know what I mean? You can read energy through what you feel. If you feel this ain't right, then you know it ain't right because you got that psychic ability. And so as long as you stay balanced and you focus on the cause, you will win and stay in harmony. This is what it's about. Okay, now, when we talking about the Wood Rooster is those who born in 1945 and those who were born in 2005. And so he speaks of the Wood Rooster. We talking about those who go to the extreme expansion of everything, like your gifts, your imagination. When you imagine, you do it on a big level. Your poetry, your painting, you know what I mean? So definitely you're aggressive, you know what I mean? And, you know what I mean, this makes you, give you the ability to achieve more than any other rooster due to the wood, you know what I mean? And so you're very creative and very enthusiastic. All about growth when dealing with you. So we talking about dealing with you, you're very kind, but at the same time you're trustworthy, compassion, resourceful, and you are like group oriented, or community oriented, or family oriented, and you like to inspire people, and you be inspired by people who think positive and who doing good. So you're an extrovert, and you're good at problem solving. You ethical and you practical. So that's good for you. And so on the downside, you could be very violent, angry, a sadist, temperamental, unexpressive. That I mean, impatient, frustrated, and dissipated. You who's a Fire Rooster, and you are the ones who born in 1957 and 2017. You are the Fire Rooster, and this makes you strong and a dramatic character. Cause all this fire, you know how it lit you up? Yes. You are that type who take action, and you are the leaders, you are the heroes, you are the pioneers, who definitely bold, who definitely strong. So with this being said, and you got a belligerent nature, that I mean, so understand that, because that fire give you the ability to achieve success. So you could be very successful people, and you focus on your goals. You're going to achieve it. You can be ruthless trying to accomplish your goals. This makes you a cheerful individual, a person who all about the honor. You're charismatic, you're exciting, and you're very brave and courage, and you inventive, which you create your own. You set trends like a pioneer. And so, yes, but on the downside, you could be destructive and stuff like that. You could be cruel. You could be demanding. You could be headstrong. You could be too ambitious. You know what I mean? Stuff like that, and radical and impatient. Can't let who read you, who bring you to light. It gets no realer than this. I say, Ashe.